when I was about 13, 14. There was this man of God that used to live around our house. My family trusted him so much because he's a pastor. So sometimes he would send me, go and buy this for me, go and buy that for me. So anytime he would tell me to take something into his room, and then he would rush me into the room and he would start touching me. Yeah, but by then I thought,
naive, huh?
yeah, so I was like, oh, he's a pastor. So it continued like that. Then he'll be, small time, he started fingering me. Yes.
And whenever he sent you into the room,
yes,
he rushed in to touch you, and
yes,
to the point where he started fingering you.
Yes. Yeah, so it continued like that until he took advantage of me. There was a day he asked me to go get something for him, and then I went into his room, and that was the day he took advantage of me.
He took advantage of you, like how he slept with you?
Yes. He forced himself on me.
He forced himself on you?
Yeah.
Did you see blood?
Yes.
What did he say about it?
He didn't say anything. He just told me I should not tell anybody because everybody trusted him. So he told me I should not tell anybody, that if I tell someone, he can hurt me. And then throughout that period, I met someone, and then I told him that I like music, I want to do music. And then he was like, okay, you'll help me. So we started it. It was going on well until one day at the studio, he told me I have to stay back and finish the recording. It was very late. And then that was when he also forced himself on me.
In the studio?
Yes. Most of the time I used to break down and cry and ask God that, but I begged you to keep my mom alive. And you still took her away. By then, all I needed was someone to just pick me, someone to love me genuinely, and someone to help me. That was all I needed at that moment. But I realized I wasn't getting it. Anybody that comes my way is either they want to take advantage of me, or they don't even...
They didn't want to do anything for you?
Yes.
So when you met him, he loved you?
Yes, then.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when we started the relationship and all that. And with him, he used to abuse me, like beat me. But I'll still stay anyways. I still stayed. So anytime he goes out and it doesn't go well with him, maybe something bad happened, he just come home and I'll be his punching bag. There was a day he came back and he really beat the hell out of me. And I started bleeding. I didn't even know I was pregnant. I started seeing blood. He beat me and he saw me bleeding and he left me in the room and he left. So it was his friend that came to see me in the room bleeding and all that. He helped me. He took me to the hospital, and then that was when I realized I was even pregnant. But I lost the baby then.
You lost that baby?
Yeah. So I left. I went to stay with my friend for a while, and then I had to move in with my baby daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I went, that was when everything started. He would beat me.
With your pregnancy?
Yes. He will beat me every now and then. When he goes out and he's angry, when he comes home, he will beat me. He will stab me. If he will lock the kitchen, I'll sleep on the bare floor. Sometimes when he comes in the night, I'll be sleeping. I wasn't sleeping in the bedroom because he'll come. His girlfriends will come. Yeah, so I'll be sleeping in the hall, and then the sitting room. Then maybe I'll just put a student mattress on the floor and I'll be sleeping. So when it comes like that, he'll be booting me. Or maybe he'll just put the mattress and then ask me to go out. So I was like...
So was he sleeping with the girls in your presence?
In the bedroom, yeah. Like, any slight mistake or anything, he will beat me with my pregnant. At a point, I even thought maybe if I give birth to my child, he will be deformed. Because he will boot me, he will just... I was like, so God, are you really there? Like,
Yeah. So you gave birth whilst you were with him?
no, I left. So when the pregnancy was about 8 months, he actually told me I should leave his house. So that was when I left, and then I went home to give birth to my son.
To your son?
And then when I gave birth to my son, he was called that your son. So because of all this treatment, I had to have CS.
CS, yeah.
Yeah, because the baby will not come out, and I had a lot of complications.
Yeah.
So my pressure was up.
Oh.
I wasn't feeding well and all that, so I couldn't have a normal delivery.
Right, Vibes in 5, Ghana's first social media celeb talk show. The name Arnold Elavanyo. You can always call me. It's another face-off edition of Vibes in 5. And, you know, another big story is about to be told. Sad one. Quite worrying because it involves a young woman who has her life ahead of her. But because of certain things that happened in the past, she is... you know, she's found herself in a very tight corner, and she's here to find out from you what she should do. You guys have become our advisors, so whether I like it or not, once you're a follower of Vibes in 5, you're an advisor. So it's always good for you to leave what you also think about situations like this. Then our guests will pick from them, add one or two together, and make informed decision. I keep saying. So please, you're all welcome now. Watch critically and leave a comment, and let's keep it happening. You can share it. Who knows? Someone might also be experiencing the same thing, and then they can also watch and get to learn something from it. I met a man of God 2 days ago who spoke highly of Vibes in 5. He actually watches the spiritual people to learn a lot, so that when he's in the church, he knows how to give practical examples, and watches the ladies who come and wear nets too. He sees everything, and he's a top man of God. He says, my son, keep doing what you're doing, because some of us are learning from it. Don't listen to what anybody would say. You are changing the world. Thank you very much, man of God. My guest goes by the name Equia. Equia had a very thorny childhood. She's been through a lot. Men have taken advantage of her. A man of God who was supposed to take care of her ended up raping her. She says to me, she will say it for you all to hear. She has a child whose father is running away. The man claims he's not the owner of the child. He's not the father of the child. Lady says, okay, come and do a DNA test to prove whether or not you are the father of the child. Man says, no, I will not do the DNA test as well. And he has run away. What should she do? She's been taking care of this child since conception to now. And she's finding it very difficult. What should be done? Should this guy be taken to DOFSU? Should she go the legal way? Should she contact her family, his family? What should be done? Equia, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You see, I try to create or set the premise right so that people will have an idea what the conversation is about. And so if I've said anything wrong, correct me before we even proceed. Is the father of your son running away?
Yes, he is.
He is. You speak up a bit for me so we can have your voice. He is.
Yes, please.
Okay. Were you at any point in time raped by a man of God?
Yes, please.
Did you have a thorny childhood?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now let's start the conversation. Let's start from the basics. What happened? At what age did you start facing life the way you didn't want?
Okay, so I didn't really grow up with my mom. Okay, so I think when I was about 6 years or so, my mom traveled, and that was the last time I actually got to see my mom.
Wow, she traveled when you were about 6 years, and
Yeah.
since then you've never seen her.
Yeah.
Is she alive?
No, she's dead.
She died.
Yes.
She didn't come back.
She didn't come
She
back.
died wherever she went.
Yes, please. So it was very hard because my mother was my everything, my father my everything.
Where was your father?
My mom didn't.
She didn't tell you. So
Yeah.
you don't know your father.
Yes, I don't.
You've never seen him.
No, I don't.
Have you seen his photo?
No,
Nothing.
my mother always she doesn't want, even if I ask her questions about it, she'll brush it over.
Brush it off.
Yeah.
Are you the only child between your mother and your father?
Yes, I'm the only child.
Okay. So let's proceed.
Okay, so then my mom left. I can't remember. I told her that she shouldn't go. I even begged her that she shouldn't go. But she was like, oh, she has to go for greener pastures. And then she left. That was the last time I got to see my mom's face.
Oh.
So growing up, life was very hard. No parental love. Although I had my grandparents, my grandmom, who was taking care of me, but I lacked that parental love. Sometimes, you know, when you go to school and everybody is talking about their mom, their dad, you know, their parents coming to visit them and all that, I do not get, and it always breaks me down. So fast forward to when I was about 13, 14, there was this man of God that used to live around our house. My family trusted him so much because he's a pastor. So sometimes he would send me, go and buy this for me, go and buy that for me. So anytime he would tell me to take something into his room, and then he would rush me into the room and he would start touching me. Yeah, but by then I thought,
naive, huh?
yeah, so I was like, oh, he's a pastor. So it continued like that. Then he'll be, small time, he started fingering me. Yes.
And whenever he sent you into the room,
Yes.
he rushed in to
Yes.
touch you, and
Yes.
to the point where he started fingering you.
Yes.
And
In
you
our
didn't
house.
in your house. He stayed with you in your house?
Yes, he came to stay in our house. Yes, so he will finger me and all that, and I'll be feeling pains. But then I don't know who to tell.
Didn't you have any family member in the house as well?
I was just living with my uncle, my grandma. But
And
I
they
can't,
all didn't know about this?
No,
You couldn't
nobody
even trust
knows.
your grandma to tell her that the man of God has been using his fingers on me?
No, because everybody trusted him. He's a pastor, so everybody trusted him. Yeah, so it continued like that until he took advantage of me. There was a day he asked me to go get something for him, and then I went into his room, and that was the day he took advantage of me.
He took advantage of you, like how he slept with you?
Yes, he forced himself on me.
He forced himself on you.
Yeah. So, and then he told me not to tell anybody, because by then, because my mom wasn't around and all that, he used to give me small change. Okay, take, like when I'm going to school.
So he lured you with money?
Yes, kind of. Yeah, so he used to, so me, I was thinking, oh, he just wants to help me because of the situation I'm going through. Little did I know that he wanted more. Yeah, so that was when he forced himself on me.
And did you get hurt? Did something about you change? Will you describe it rape? I mean...
Yes, because he forced himself on me and I felt pains after that. By then, I have not started my menses yet, so it was a while after I started.
You started your menses?
Yes.
And how old were you around that time?
I was about 13, 14.
13, 14.
Thereabout.
Did you see blood?
Yes.
What did he say about it?
He didn't say anything. He just told me I should not tell anybody because everybody trusted him. So he told me I should not tell anybody that if I tell someone, he can hurt me. So I just kept it to myself. I didn't tell anybody.
And your grandma, none of your people?
No, nobody knows.
Realized any change?
No.
Okay.
So, yeah. So like that. And then I think it didn't keep long. Then I lost my mom. We had the news that my mom passed that way. So you can just imagine it was very, very hard for me at that age.
So, yeah, I can understand. It's getting emotional. But you're a strong lady. For you to be able to grow till now and have the courage to want to share it, I know you want to get it off your chest. So let's do it. So your mom passed.
Yeah, she
and
passed.
Life became how or what?
It became very hard with school, you know, going to school every time, getting sacked, because no support was coming. My grandma was the only one taking care of us, and she wasn't working. I mean, the little change she gets from here and there, that's what she was using to support us in school. Nobody, no family, nobody was there. So I had to drop out when I was in SS3. Yeah, I had to drop out because every time when I go to school, they would sack me and all that. So I dropped out. And then I left there and I went to, that was when life began for me. I started life for myself, like trying to help myself in any little way I can. And then throughout that period, I met someone, and then I told him that I like music, I want to do music. And then he was like, okay, you'll help me. So we started it. It was going on well until one day at the studio, he told me I have to stay back and finish the recording. It was very late. And then that was when he also forced himself on me.
In the studio?
Yes. So that was when he forced himself on me, and after that he apologized that it was the devil and all that. So I let it go because I mean, that wasn't the first time. Someone has already done it to me already. So
you began to see it as normal because someone has already done it anyways.
Yeah.
So if someone does it again, wow.
Yeah. So, and then by then I was stranded. I didn't have anywhere to stay. So I told him that, oh, I don't have any place to stay. And he told me that, okay, he can let me stay in their house. He would talk to his wife. So that was when he made me to come and stay in their house.
Okay.
And it didn't end there. He used to take advantage of me every night.
Every night? But his wife lived there too, so
yes.
How did he do it?
Yes, when his wife travels, or when the wife is sleeping, or when the wife is not around, or he would ask me to come to the studio and he would do that with me.
In the studio?
Yeah.
Because the wife won't be in the studio. So the wife could be in the room, but you people will be recording in the studio.
Yes. So.
And this went on for how long?
It went on for months.
For months? The wife didn't notice?
No, the wife never knew.
And you also didn't say anything?
Yeah, because if I say anything, the wife would not believe, and they would drive me out of the house because I didn't have anywhere to go.
So you had to give yourself in order to get a place to sleep?
Yeah, I just have to cope with it. Yeah,
So people say that, you know, when you begin to get intimate with someone, likeness develops. Did it happen in your case with the guy in the studio? You did it multiple times. Did you start liking him?
No.
You never did?
No. And he wouldn't even want me to talk to any man. Yeah, because I quite remember I met a man on my way home, and the man told me that he liked me. I told him everything I'm going through, and he offered to help me. I think that day he even bought a phone for me and everything. So I came home and he asked me who gave me this, and then I told him that a man I met, he said he wants to help me and all that. And then he took the phone from me and told me that I can't be with any other man. Yeah. So he will not allow me to be with any man. Talk to any man.
So you guys were having an affair aside his wife. How did it end with you and him, his episode?
Okay, so my auntie called. So my auntie came down and she called me that I should come to her. So that was how I left, that I was leaving. Yes. Because even as that, his friend, his very good friend, also wanted to take advantage of me. But with that one, I really struggled with him, and I didn't.
It didn't happen.
Yes, so I felt I wasn't safe around there because the music he said he would help me.
He wasn't helping.
No, he wasn't doing it. And then one day I just asked him that, why is he not helping me as he promised? Because he's taking advantage of me. And then he was like, if I become a star, I will not remember him.
So he's doing it now.
Yes.
Oh.
So fast forward, I left his place. I told him that I'm going to see my auntie, and I left. So that was when, yes. So that was when I left him. And then I went to stay with my auntie. It was really hard there. Although she was my auntie, but I had to look for ways and means for myself. Like I have to.
So it was like you only had a place to sleep.
Yes.
But life was yours.
Yes, life was still hard there because the things that I was even doing there, like this, I mean, I was even treated like maybe I'll say a maid because my own auntie, I wouldn't say, okay, it's not fair for me to work for her. Yes, she's my auntie, she can send me to do one or two.
Yeah.
But to the extent of the kind of work that I was doing and all that, it's way beyond. And most of the time I used to break down and cry and ask God that, but I begged you to keep my mom alive. And you still took her away. Several times I just wish I'll just die because.
Several times you wish you just died.
Yes, I just wish I'll just end it all because there's nothing like.
You had nothing to hold on to.
Yes.
Even your auntie was maltreating you.
Yes.
Did you ever say to her face that, look, I am your niece, treat me well? Or I'm your niece, why are you doing this to me? I mean, did you have any conversation like that?
No.
Or she wouldn't even allow you to?
No.
So, bottom, did you run from her?
So there was a day she just drive me from her house.
Oh.
It was afternoon that I should go. So I just packed my bags. I was leaving. I was just crying and leaving there. I don't know where I'll go from there. So as I was going, I was just crying and calling my mother's name that anywhere she is, she should just come and help me. And then she called me on phone that I should come back. So when I went, she told me she had another house. So she told me that I should go and stay in that house instead. I should not stay in her house. So I went to stay there and I was fending for myself.
How are you fending for yourself? What did you do?
Okay, so along the line, I met a man and so.
Another man?
Yes. So he was the one helping me, taking care of me, but I was scared to get intimate with him, so I was always running away. But he was doing everything for me, buying food for me, giving me money and everything. But he still wanted to have his way with me because he said he loves me, and I was scared. So along the line, like he started withdrawing the things I used to do for me.
He stopped. He
Yes.
started stopping.
Yes, he started stopping. So from that moment, I met someone
Else.
The person is the first person I've ever loved in my life. Yeah. So I met him and so I moved in with him. We were staying together. He was helping me. He was doing everything for me. So I forgot about the sugar daddy.
The sugar daddy.
I forgot about him, and he got really mad. He would come to the house and make noise that upon everything he has done for me, I didn't give him my body and all that. So I started staying with this guy until one day he just left me.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's when I had broken heart, my first broken heart. I was really hurt. So I went to stay with some friends here in Accra. I went to stay with some friends, and that was when I met a girl, and she told me that if I want to forget, if I want to forget about the broken heart and all that, she has a remedy for me, and that's smoking and drinking and all that. So when she'll give me that, I'll feel better, I'll feel okay. Yeah, so that was when I started doing that, drinking and smoking and all
it's
that.
like you were led into it based on your situations, what you had gone through.
Yes.
And somebody offered that as your solution.
Yes.
So you had to
Yes.
merge. So you started smoking and drinking.
Yeah, I started doing all that because that was when the real life began.
That's
for me.
You know, you were blending the life and the life.
Yes, I was just going crazy, doing anything at all.
Did they introduce you into promiscuity? Because if drink, smoke comes in from a lady, then
Yes. So the girl actually will introduce. The first day she took me to somewhere because I'm not used to that kind of life. So I ran away. I was like, "Where is this? Why are all these girls here and all that?" So I left. I ran away home, and she came and she told me that this is what she has been doing. That if I want to survive here in Accra, I need to do this because in Accra you don't have anybody. So I said okay. She talked me through her till I agreed.
So you had your first encounter.
Yes.
How was it?
Well, I felt guilty after that because
Was it with an old man or a younger man?
he was older than me.
He was older than you.
Yeah. So
And you felt guilty.
yeah, I felt guilty after that because that wasn't what I planned for my life. You know, I wanted to be a lawyer growing up.
Oh.
So I felt that my life is done. So when I felt that way, I said, so there's no life for me, so let me just do anything. So I was just living anyhow life.
Oh. So first encounter, then second, did you become used to that life? Did you become a boss, sort of?
Yeah, I got used to it, and now nobody even tells me to go. Me now, I'll go.
You go your go and you get your
Yes.
killers. Did you find love amongst any of the men that you got involved with?
No.
In line of duty?
No, by then, I didn't have feelings for anybody.
You didn't have feelings again?
Yeah.
It was just to survive?
Yes, just to survive.
And did you make money to survive?
Yeah, I was just getting money to be paying my bills because while I went to leave, the rent got expired and it was my friend who rented the place, so he was like, oh, he's not going to rent the place anymore. So
you had to pay on your own?
Yeah, so no, I had to leave.
You had to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
So I had to leave. So that was when I had to do anything possible
to raise money,
to take care of myself because I knew you can't call on anybody. No family, nobody.
Nobody.
No.
And you felt you've lost your life even though you were alive. There's nothing to hold
there's
on
nothing, so let me just
do anything.
do and go like.
But did you care about your health? Did you care about your maybe dignity? Maybe at the time you didn't care about dignity, but your health?
Yes, of course. I cared about it because, I was really scared to contact any infection like HIV and all that. So I was very particular with it. And then with the dignity, yes, I was shy. Yeah, I got shy because I was like, oh, what if someone sees me and go and tell my family? What will someone say?
So in that case, what do? You wear mask?
I don't wear mask.
Or you wear heavy makeup to change you small?
I'll just drink and
You just drink?
I'll just forget about that.
And smoke and,
Yeah, I'll just forget about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was some really crazy life.
Yeah, but...
Did you snap out of it? Did you stop at a point?
Yeah, I stopped at a point when I met my baby daddy.
He made you stop?
Yes.
Did you meet him in line of duty?
No.
Okay.
I met him like normal.
Normal. But did he know that you had that aspect of your life?
No.
You never told him?
No. Because by then when he met me, I raised a little money, and I
Okay.
started doing small business. So
Yeah.
that was when he met me.
So it was just a means to an end. You knew you weren't going to stay there for long.
Yes.
Okay.
So by then, he met me when I was doing business. So
There was no need to go back there.
yeah.
Or whilst you were with him, were you still once in a while doing one? And once in a while, one will come and pass inside and you clear.
By then, all I needed was someone to just pick me, someone
and
to
love you.
love me genuinely, and someone to help me.
That's
That
all.
was all I needed at that moment. But I realized I wasn't getting it. Anybody that comes my way is either they want to take advantage of me, or they don't even.
They didn't want to do anything for you.
Yes.
So when you met him, he loved you?
Yes, then.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when we started the relationship and all that. And with him, he used to abuse me, like beat me. But I'll still stay anyways. I still stayed.
Why? Are you stubborn? Why would he beat you? What did you do?
That's just his lifestyle. Like,
Does he smoke?
yeah.
Does he drink?
Yes.
Is he hyper?
Very hyper.
Okay.
So when
But he also drinks smoke.
Yeah, but mine wasn't very intense like his.
Okay.
Okay. And by then, he made me stop
Drinking.
the smoking.
The smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he continued.
Yeah. He smoked only cigarette then.
Okay.
So anytime he goes out and it doesn't go well with him, maybe something bad happened, he just come home and I'll be his punching bag.
Why?
Yeah. Just be his punching bag. There was a day he came back and he really beat the hell out of me. And I started bleeding. I didn't even know I was pregnant. I started seeing blood. He beat me and he saw me bleeding and he left me in the room and he left. So it was his friend that came to see me in the room bleeding and all that. He helped me. He took me to the hospital, and then that was when I realized I was even pregnant. But I lost the baby then.
You lost that baby.
Yeah.
And then he impregnated you again.
So he came, I left the relationship and he came back and he apologized and all that, and I went back.
Yeah.
Because I think I loved him, so.
But did the beating and did you misconstrue or did you see the beating, the abuse and everything to be a sign of love? Like, oh, he loves me, that's why he doesn't want me to go wrong. He loves me, that's why he beats me, just so I stay the way he wants. Like, did you misconstrue his actions to be love?
Yeah, yes.
That's how you saw it.
I thought, yeah, he loves me, that's why he's doing all that.
All those things. So when he came back, you agreed?
Yeah, when he came back, I agreed.
Okay. And you were doing raw?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then along the line, I got pregnant again. And with that, I knew that I was pregnant. So I told him I was pregnant, and he was like, okay, fine, I should keep it. Then later on, I don't know what happened. I think I was about 2 or 3 months, like 2 months or so. He came and he was like, I should get rid of the baby. And I told him that I'm scared. I don't want to die. Because I saw the vision, like something like if I should get rid of the pregnancy, I will die. So I had to keep the pregnancy like that. And he said if I will keep the pregnancy, he will not support me. Yeah, so truly, he wasn't supporting. Where we're living, we had to live there. So even with the pregnancy, I went on the street.
You went back on the street?
Yes, because I didn't know what to do. I went on the street, and that day, I went on the street with the hopes that God would just send me a help. I'm not necessarily going to find someone to sleep with us.
So make money?
No. So I went there, and God being so good, I met a guy there, and he picked me, and when he just liked me naturally, although he wanted more. So we went to his place. We didn't do anything.
Yes, but the initial thing was he picked you to go and do something as you were on the street for that.
Yes.
Wow.
So we got there and he didn't do anything. He slept, and then in the morning,
Was dying.
I don't know, he didn't do anything. So he was now asking me, why you are very pretty, why are you here? And I was like, I told him, there's no help, nobody is helping, life is really hard for me. So he was like, okay, let's go and pick your stuff from where you kept it and come and live with me. But he didn't know I was pregnant then. So I stayed with him till the pregnancy was about 5 months.
Before you told him? So
I think that was when he started noticing
something.
He would be like, you are adding weight. And I just brush it over. But we never had sex.
The 4 months or 5 months you stayed with him, you never had?
We never had sex.
You know I won't believe you.
It's true.
It's right on for the first time here. I'm telling you that.
Never had sex.
You didn't want it or he didn't offer?
He tried, but I always brush him over. I'm tired.
Because you knew that you were already, you've taken seed. You didn't want to be
so I didn't want to do that at all. So anytime he tries, I'll give him one reason or two. Until he realized, say, okay, I'm not going to give him that thing anymore. So along the line, the pregnancy was about 5 months. That was when he realized I was pregnant.
How did he feel?
He actually felt betrayed because I didn't tell him, and I've been staying with him all this time.
Did you start a relationship whilst you were with him?
No.
So this was purely stay with me, nothing else?
Yes. Okay, so when he met me, he wanted it, but because I knew I was pregnant, I didn't want to defile my son or like allow any man to sleep with me on top of my son. So I was always giving him excuses, steady excuses, until he got tired and he got fed up. And he told me I should sleep in another room.
All this while you were sleeping in his room?
Yes.
He didn't have a wife, he didn't have a girlfriend?
No.
So you slept on the same bed?
We were sleeping on the same bed.
He never even...
He tried, but I always brush him.
Always brush it. But he meows more, then you brush it off.
Yes. I didn't want him to sleep with me at all because I didn't want that.
Were you proud you were able to cut him off? Because ordinarily, looking at the way events have played out, they come, they offer help, then they get access to you. They offer help and they get access to you. This guy also offers help, but you cut him out.
Yeah, because of my son, I didn't want anything like that.
So you could have told him earlier that I'm pregnant. That's why
I was scared that he also sacked me because I didn't have anywhere to go then. So assuming I told him, definitely would have told me to go. To go.
Okay, yeah. So eventually he sacked you?
Eventually he told me that so I can't stay there anymore. So I had to leave. So I left. I went to stay with my friend for a while, and then I had to move in with my baby daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I went, that was when everything started. He would beat me.
With your pregnancy?
Yes. He will beat me every now and then. When he goes out and is angry, when he comes home, he will beat me. He will starve me. He will lock the kitchen, I'll sleep on the bare floor. Sometimes when he comes in the night, I'll be sleeping. I wasn't sleeping in the bedroom because he'll come. His girlfriends will come.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'll be sleeping in the hall, and then the sitting room. Then maybe I'll just put a student mattress on the floor and I'll be sleeping. So when it comes like that, he'll be booting me, or maybe he'll just put the mattress and then ask me to go out. So I was like...
So was he sleeping with the girls in your presence?
In the bedroom, yeah. It's a living area, and then a bedroom.
So he'll be doing his thing in the bedroom.
Yes, in the bedroom.
Be hearing it.
Yes. So different girls, prostitute, he'll pick all of that. So that was what was happening. That was the norm of the day. He wouldn't give me money. Sometimes I'll be very hungry. I have to go out and then maybe beg someone that, please.
You have to eat.
Please, I beg you, give me something to. So that was, and then I met someone who was helping me small. He was a man, he didn't want anything to do
He
with
was
me,
just
but
helping.
because of my condition, he was helping me. Then my son's father saw it one day. The man was giving me money because he lived close to the house. And then he said, okay. So when I went inside, he beat me very, very well. That I'm sleeping with another man in his house.
Oh.
Like, any slight mistake or anything,
you.
he will beat me with my pregnant. At a point, I even thought maybe if I give birth to my child, he will be deformed. Because he will boot me. He will just... I was like, so God, are you really there? Like...
Yeah. So you gave birth whilst you were with him?
No, I had to. I left. So when the pregnancy was about 8 months, he actually told me I should leave his house. So that was when I left, and then I went home to give birth to my son.
To your son?
And then when I gave birth to my son, he was called that your son. So because of this, all this treatment, I had to have CS.
CS, yeah.
Yeah, because the baby will not come out, and I had a lot of complications.
Yeah.
So my pressure was up.
Oh.
I wasn't feeding well and all that, so I couldn't have a normal delivery.
So you had your CS, they called him. So did he take ownership of the child till now?
No, when they called me, he said, he's not the one, so they should go and look for who is the person. Yeah.
So has he ever taken care of the child?
Never.
Has he ever seen the child?
So I think last year or so, somewhere last year or so, he contacted me, and then he wanted to see the boy on video. So that was when I made him see the boy, thinking that he would come and support me. But he never did. So that was when he said he wanted a DNA and all that.
He said he wanted a DNA.
Yeah, and I was like, no problem, I'm ever ready. Just choose your location, anywhere you want. I'll come with the boy so that we get this done. And ever since, he has been running away. Anytime I talk about DNA, he will tell me that he won't even say anything. He has been running away.
He has been running away. Then the child is his.
And he said the child is not his. Okay, come and do DNA. He said no.
No, you are running away. Then the child is his.
So I was chatting with his sister on Facebook. That you guys are really heartless. Like, look at me. I don't really earn much, but I've been taking care of this boy ever since. You guys don't support. And she was like, her brother said he's not responsible, that they want a DNA, that even she's a nurse. And I said, okay, no problem. Please come and do DNA. Anywhere, I'll bring the boy. And they never contacted me again. So
you are still with the boy. I mean, you are the one taking care of the boy.
Yes, I'm the one taking care of him.
How old is the boy?
Okay, so 7.
7 years now.
Yes.
And it's all you.
Yes.
Your family knows about it?
Yes.
But your family is not supporting. His family, his sister knows about it. Or apart from his sister, his people know.
His people, his aunties, his sisters,
they all know.
They all know.
And they are all not saying anything to
you.
No. So what do you intend to do? What's on your mind?
Well, I just want him to do the DNA, because so that he'll take he needs to take responsibility, because I've been doing this thing single-handedly all this while, and he's just free out there. So I want him to take responsibility, because I didn't make the baby all by myself. We both made the baby. So I mean, he should.
Who does the baby look like?
He looks exactly like me. He looks more like me.
He looks more like you.
Yeah.
So why? Wow. He's running away from the DNA.
Yes.
Do you still talk to him?
No, he doesn't. No, I don't talk to him.
You don't talk
when
to
I
him?
send him a message, he doesn't reply.
He doesn't reply. He doesn't even send one CD for the boy.
He has never sent anything.
At all.
No. from the hospital and everything.
Till now.
Nothing.
So whenever you enter a relationship, the benefits from there some trickle on to the boy.
Yes.
When that relationship is done, it's gone, and it's back to you alone.
Yeah, and then maybe my work that I do,
Yeah.
the little monies I make from there.
That's what you're using to support the boy.
Yeah.
Do you want to marry?
Yeah, of course.
How old are you now?
29.
29. And you are ready for, are you dating?
Yes.
You know why I'm asking? I know the kind of people I have on this platform. They will start, we want to marry her, just listening to her, and you get people from Nigeria, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Gambia, Zambia, Sierra Leone. They would all want to marry you. That's why I'm asking. So I don't say, oh, she's married or she's not. So she says she's seeing a man, yet she's willing to marry. She's 29. This is what life is difficult for you now, or you are okay?
It's very difficult. I always get depressed, and sometimes I feel like just taking my life. Yeah, because I don't see anything going on. Like, everything, all my plans, my aspirations.
To be a lawyer, everything.
I feel that everything has been cut short. Like, things are very hard for me, so.
It is well. It is well. Equia is her name. What do you think she should do? What should Equia do? The father of her son is running away after he requested to do a DNA paternity test. Mother says, I agree. Whichever hospital you want, choose. I'll bring the boy. He's run away. Sisters know, aunties know, his family know. But they all say, according to her, that our son says he's not responsible for your son. He's not the father of your son. Son calls in later to say, I want to do a DNA to confirm. Then he runs away. Should she report him to Waju? Should she take legal action if she even has the right or means to? Is there a lawyer out there who would want to take this up? Yes, I have a lawyer friend. Yes, I have a lawyer friend. Yeah, I think I'll have to contact her and see what the chances are. Would you want to take legal action?
Yes, please.
You would want to, because you are tired.
Yes, it's not easy raising a child all by yourself. It's hard.
But you love your child, right?
Yes, I love my child.
You love him so much. The pain of his father is not affecting the way you treat him, right?
No.
You give him ice cream, rice, toys.
Yeah.
He's a boy. Train him not to become like his abusive father.
Sure.
Yeah. He should be gentle, he should be sweet like some of us. And when he gets, he should eat food. Yeah, I like it when you laugh. You've been crying throughout. At least laughter is good. Thank you for sharing your story. There are lots of people out there who would relate to this that you have said. Charlie, have you realized that throughout her story, she meets a man, and I kept asking myself, where are the women? If a fellow young woman is going through something, they hardly meet women. Like, I'm a young man. If I'm going through something right now, I'm likely to meet a man who would want to help me. I'm likely to meet one chairman, one big man. But it's like when ladies are going through, stress or hardship, they hardly meet fellow women who stand in for them and say, oh, my daughter, I'll help you. Oh, I'm your big sister. Come, my little sister, let me support you. If she had met women, I'm sure some of the people who took advantage of her, yes, some women can also take advantage. They will maltreat you. There are lesbians in there and all that. But I think it will be minimal. It will be minimal. Women, I'm saying less as if I'm a woman. Women, stand for your fellow women. Support them. I'm a full woman with a long stick. Support them. Support your fellow women. Help them so that they don't fall in the hands of wrong men. She's very beautiful. I wish I could show you a bit. Very pretty. And I wonder why this guy was beating her. When we have guys like that who treat you nice. And oh, you are safe. Thank you for coming. My name is Arnold. And if you want to share your story, hit us in our inbox do respond or call 0249-721410. 0249-721410. Send a WhatsApp message. That's easy for me to access, and then we take it from there. Thank you once again. All right, we out.